This video is on the area of a circle. Professor Smart is teaching her students how the formula for area of a circle was derived. She cuts the circle into equal pieces and rearranges them below. So she cut this circle and rearranged them like this. So what figure do you think you see when these pieces are rearranged? If we did a slight line like that and like that, you would see a parallelogram. And the formula for the area of a parallelogram is based on height. So if we started with the area of a circle, how it was derived, it was 1/2 the circumference times r. And then it was 1/2 2 pi r times r. So the formula that we use today is pi r squared. So this is the formula that you'll be using to find the area of a circle. This one right here. All right. Based on the diagram above, how is the circumference of the circle related to the length of the parallelogram? So it's the length of the base of a parallelogram I'm spelling that one. P-A-R-A. Let me try that again. P-A-R. The parallelogram is equal to 1/2 of the circumference. Writing's off this morning. So the length of this parallelogram is equal to 1/2 of the circumference going around. The area is a surface measurement of two-dimensional figure. It is the square units that cover the circle. So it's what covers it. Use the formula A equals pi r squared, just like we set up here, where the r squared is equal to r times r. So if we look at these three circles below, we've got, from our first video, we've got a radius, we've got a diameter, and a radius. So the formula for this one is A equals pi r squared. We plug in the values, and we know that 3.14 is pi. And then we've got radius squared, which is 3. All right. In terms of pi, what that's asking for is you leave pi in your answer, not 3.14, but pi. And 3 squared is 9. So that would be 9 pi. And then the area multiplied all the way out is 28.26 inches squared. You may have a question on the EOG that some of your answer choices is in pi, and that's what that means. All right, here we have the diameter, but the formula is still area equals pi r squared. And from our first lesson, we know that the diameter is twice the radius. So from here to here, it would only be 5. So we can plug in the values, 3.14 and then 5 squared. 5 squared is 5 times 5, which would be 25 pi in terms of pi. And then multiply it all the way out to get the area is 78.5 centimeters squared. And then here we have a radius. So the area equals pi r squared, which is 3.14 times 6 squared. 6 times 6 is 36. So we have 36 pi. And that multiplied out would be 113.04 meters squared. And for this problem, here's a word problem. A circle has an area of 78.5 square meters. What is the radius of the circle? So we have the area equals pi r squared. The area is 78.5 equals 3.14 r squared. And we can divide this, but we also can put it on my calculator. Put it in our calculator like this. Let me see, can you see it? Right here, you can see it. And do 78.5, and then come down here, and we can do 3.14, hit X, and then square it, and then hit OK and OK. So that makes our radius is 5. So, and we also could do this and divide by 3.14, and then we get 25 equals r squared. And to get rid of that, you would take the square root of 25, and that'll give you r, which is 5. To find the square root on the calculator, you would hit second and then the x squared button, and then hit 25 and then enter, and it would give you 5 right there. All right, this next one, a circular sprinkler system is installed in water with an area of 28.26 yards squared. What is the radius of the circle? So we've got area equals pi r squared. So the area is 28.26 equals 3.14 times r squared. And in the other calculator, I don't know that you're going to be able to see it because this one doesn't light up. I'll try my best though. Yeah, you can see it right here. You would put in there you could put 3.14 x squared and then minus the 28.26, setting it equal to 0, and then hit enter, alpha, enter, and you get 3. I must have something in there wrong. Let me see. X squared. And it comes out to 3. It says -3, but the answer is 3. So we divide by 3.14 on both sides. And then the 28.26 divided by 3.14 is 9. So 9 equals r squared. The square root of 9 is 3. So the radius equals 3. I'll have to check back and see why that comes up negative. The next one. Jada says if you are given the circumference of a circle, you have enough information to find the area of the circle. Is Jade correct? Why or why not? She is correct because you can work backwards. Determine whether area or circumference is described by each of the statement below. Remember, area is the covering, circumference is the distance around. So the amount of fencing around a circular garden, that even says around, is circumference. The amount of frosting needed to cover a cookie, what goes over, is area. The amount of crust needed to cover a pie, that is also area. A distance traveled in one lap around a circular track. It's a distance around, which would be circumference. All right, and then the last one here at the bottom, the two different trees are being planted in an outdoor garden. Each tree requires a specific amount of space for the roots to grow. How much more space will the tree 2 require? All right, what you do know that tree 1 has a diameter that's equal to 16 feet, and tree 2 has a radius of 9 feet. What you need to know is how much more space will tree 2 require? All right, and to work that out, for tree 1, area equals pi r squared. You get 3.14. Remember, diameter is twice the radius, so half of 16 is 8, which would be 8 squared. You put that in the calculator, that equals 200.96. Tree 2, area equals pi r squared. You got 3.14. We have the radius, which is 9 squared. And you enter that in the calculator, and you get 254.36. So if you come over, tree 2 is already bigger than tree 1, but let's see the difference. 254.36 minus 200.96, and you get 53.4. So tree 2 covers 53.4 square feet more than tree 1.